Hello everyone. I hope that all of you guys are doing good and that you've had a nice holiday. Yeah, you guys read the title. It has been a year since I first uploaded an audio, and it has been a journey, to say the least. And I just want to say that I can't thank you guys enough for all of the support that I have received, both from my audios and for my writing in general. It has been such a nice thing to see all of your positive comments in the comment section, and the opportunities that I have had to get to know several of you guys. Yeah, it has been amazing. It has been a pretty amazing year, so thank you guys. With this in mind though, I thought that we could have a 1-year anniversary special, which is going to be a Q&A with a small announcement at the end of it. I hope that you guys want to stick around till the end of it, because it's going to be interesting. With that said, I have received several questions from you guys, both from a community post that I posted a while ago. Why I haven't gotten to this one yet, it's a question I've asked myself, so I'm so sorry. And I have also received several questions from Discord. I'm going to add a link to my Discord server. If you would like to join, feel free to do so. And yeah, I just think I'm gonna start with the questions. So just so you know, this is not scripted at all, so just bear with me, please. One of the questions that I got was that what made you start doing ASMR? I would say the reason was that I first started to discover ASMR roleplays myself not long ago. I think it was 3 or maybe 4 years ago. It really depends. I'm not really sure. I just started to love the idea of the setting of ASMR, and the opportunity to put yourself into a story, because it's like the listener isn't a very stereotypical character. It's someone that you can you can put yourself into the story very easily, and I just really enjoy it. And I started to make ASMR scripts for people, which did very well for some. And I got several questions from friends of mine in this community about why not doing ASMR yourself. And I didn't really think that I had a voice to do ASMR, but I thought, why not try it out and see what happens? And I think there's nothing more to say about that, really. The next question would be, who was your inspiration for doing ASMR? I'll be completely honest. I, for the most part, only listen to male ASMR artists. That's just me though. That's just my preference. And I would think my biggest inspirations to start doing ASMR would be Icy Narrates and Bekah-Bekah Audios and Lyra VA. Those are my main creators that I follow now. and they are such lovely people. I can't think of anyone that's so sweet and kind in this community, I swear. And they make such good content. I get so invested into their storylines. It's incredible, to say the least. So I would say those are my biggest inspirations for doing ASMR. Some other creators that I have been listening to a lot is Parker May and Codlin Audios. There are some other people as well, but these 5 are the ones that I have listened to the most. So yeah, they inspire me really to write and to do ASMR. So yeah, I would say it's those 5. The next question would be, if you listen to any, what type of audio do you listen to? I don't listen to anything particular. It's more about it having a good story, and that the storyline is something that I get invested to. Those are the audios that I always go back to whenever I need something to listen to or just want to distract myself. Like, girlfriend-boyfriend audios isn't necessarily something I would go back to just to have something on my ear, because they can, in my opinion, become a little bit stereotypical. That's just me though, don't judge. I don't judge anyone that actually listen to it, so yeah. But yeah, I would say a good storyline, maybe with some romance, that it's something that get developed over time. Things like that. Yeah, I would say so. The next question would be, what has been your favorite character to voice so far? It's also going to be mashed up with the other question that I got. What kind of character do you enjoy speaking the most? Of all of my characters that I have done, I would say my favorite one is the Ice Queen. I just love the way that I was able to write her, and I just love the story. So I would say she's my definitely my favorite. Some of the others that I do enjoy is the Viking one, of course. And I would say the Sundre Pokemon Trainer and the Detective one is also some of those that I enjoy a lot. Honestly, I enjoy all of them in a way, but I would say my absolute favorite would be the Ice Queen. So, yeah. And the next question would be, do you have any future plans for the channel that you want to share? A audio or just plans? I mean, I have some plans for some new OCs that's going to come out. One of which is the lovely lady that's on the thumbnail. My new persona, which is a Valkyrie. She's going to be interesting. And I'm going to follow up some of the old characters that I've done in the past. Wrap up some of them if possible. And yeah, I think that covers it when it comes to audios. When it comes to plans, you just have to wait until the announcement. So yeah. The next question would be, how did you come up with your persona? Speaking of that, up until now I have had a persona of being a Viking, and for some of you might have seen that I have changed the icon to the Valkyrie one, which was provided from my friend called Ink from Discord. I'm going to add in a link to her Twitter so you can look her up because she's amazing. She's my favorite Irish gremlin, so yeah, if you want to check her out, just feel free to do so. But the reason why I started with the Viking one was simply because some of you guys know this, but I am from Norway. I am very invested into Norse mythology and Norse everything, really. So I wanted to stick out a little bit, as you can say, in the ASMR community, and I wouldn't think there are a lot of people that go by the Viking persona, to say the least. So yeah. So it's still going to be within the Norse or Norse themed. So yeah, it's not going to change anytime soon. So I would say the next question would be, it's more regarding script writing, because that's also one of the things that I are known for. What are your main inspiration for writing scripts, especially romance? This question came from a friend of mine. I know for a fact why she asked me that, so just bear with me, Amity, I swear. I would say that when it comes to script writing, I have always been very creative of mine. I have always had a tendency to make a lot of stories in my head, and I just haven't had the opportunity to find a what to call it, a stage or a type of way to get these stories to come alive until I discovered ASMR roleplays. And when it comes to romance roleplays, because I have written some of those, there's nothing really special about why or how I'm able to write those. It's more that I would say it's more because I would want things like that happen to me in a relationship. Those things that I have written up, so I think that's why there's a lot of people that can relate. And I would say that's about it when it comes to those kind of scripts. Another question that I have gotten is, what do you do to restore that inspiration whenever I hit a floor, as you can call it? Honestly, I haven't had that problem yet. I have always been able to come up with ideas. It's not that. It's more to actually get down writing, because that's one thing about me. I am not able to do improv, even if it depended on my life. So yeah, I have to write them no matter what. I can have a lot of stories. I can have a lot of storylines. I haven't, like I said, I haven't really had any episodes like that. It's more, I just have to find the inspiration to sit down and actually and start writing. That's more than anything. Next question I received was, have you written scripts for any other creators? Yeah, that's kind of where I got all of my ideas from, or like that's kind of where I started with this. One person that I would say is the one that I've written the most for is Icy Narrates. I have been able to write some very good stories for him, one of which is the Mobster series, which is going to get a season 2 soon, I promise. It's gonna come soon. And some other creators that I have written for is Siren Sun, ASMR, Johnny Static, Salad VA, Ashen Grey ASMR, Kindred Spirit, Bekah-Bekah Audios, of course, and some other creators, really. Those are the ones that I can come up with from my head right now. So, yeah, those are some of the people that I have written scripts for. I have also reached out to some other creators I'm not gonna name yet. You just have to look up the playlist I have on my channel to see updates and stuff like that. So just wait. But yeah, that's kind of where all of my quote-unquote writing career started. Yeah, you would say so. Next question is, have you written other things besides scripts? It hasn't really been that a lot, but I have been writing some poems. It can be a little bit difficult when I'm writing it in English, because English isn't my first language, so yeah. Just a way of building up a poem in English have been like a little bit difficult, so I've, for the most part, stuck with writing those in Norwegian. And other than that, I would say I haven't really written anything particular other than scripts. It's like I said earlier, I first got the opportunity to develop my writing skills and develop stories with ASMR roleplays. So yeah, it's kind of where it all started. The next question is, have you ever tried a non-ASMR video before? If so, which video was it? I can't really say that I have, so sorry to disappoint you guys. The only thing that I can think of is outside of ASMR is the one that I did a while ago, where I was reading some quotes, some Norwegian quotes, so you guys could enjoy those. I think that's the closest thing, really. So other than that, I haven't really. So yeah. Next question is, do you do your own art? If so, what's the app that you use? Sorry to disappoint, but no, I have not done my own art. From the beginning, for a long time, I commissioned a friend of mine that I call Kat, or she also go by the name Plutie Chan. I'm going to add in her social media in the description, so you guys can look her up. But for the most part, she's the one that I have contacted if I want commissions for some of my thumbnails or like the characters. If there's a specific request that I have, like with My Hero Academia student that I have, because she is actually my she is actually my OC in My Hero Academia. So yeah. There's nothing else to say about that. Those were the channel-based questions that I got, so and that's that. And I also received some general questions that people wanted to ask me. Where are you from? Like I said earlier, I'm from Norway. a little teeny tiny country in the north of Europe where all of the Vikings came from. So yeah, if you look if you look outside of Sweden and Denmark and Iceland, but yeah, Norway is one of the infamous countries when it comes to Vikings. So yeah. Next question is, how old are you? I'm 25. It's nothing to say about that, really. What are your favorite hobbies? I would say writing, that's one thing. I enjoy hiking. I watch anime. I would say I also enjoy a lot of crime-related documentaries, stories, series, movies, things like that. Yeah, I would say so. And then I got the question, what is your favorite genre when it comes to music, and do I have a favorite song? Believe it or not, but I can listen to a lot of things. But if I were to sit down in a car for several hours and driving alone, I would most likely put on rock or metal. If that surprised people, sorry. I would say one of the bands or musicians that I listen to a lot is Citizen Soldier, Sabaton, Powerwolf, Red, 3 Days Grace, Breaking Benjamin. Those are the artists that I listen to the most, so yeah. And I really don't have a favorite song, but I have one song now that I listen a lot to. It's from Sabaton, Soldier of Heaven. It came out not long ago, so I've been so addicted to that song. So I have been spam listening to that a lot. That just happens to me. But I wouldn't say that I have a very specific song that I would say is a favorite. So yeah. Next question is, oh gosh, people are going to go after me for this. What is your favorite animal? For those that knows me, I have a certain heart for, or a soft spot in my heart for owls. Don't ask me why. It's something about the owls. I don't know what it is. They are super cute. They are funny. It's just, yeah. It's very funny. Yeah, so I would say owls are my favorite. I think that is more based off their connection to the Norse pantheon more than anything. Yeah, I would say so. What's your favorite color? I would say that's turquoise or like light blue. It really depends. So not much to say about that. If you got the chance to travel around the world, which countries would you want to travel to? I would say the US is high on the list. Honestly, it's one of the places that I want to travel to as soon as I can. If it weren't for something happening in the world right now, I'm not going to mention what. Other than that, I would say I want to travel to Italy. I want to travel to Japan. I also want to travel to France, South Africa, Brazil, Ireland, Scotland, Iceland. I have already been to some countries, one of which is Turkey. That was an interesting experience, to say the least. I have been to Cyprus. I have been to Sweden and Denmark, of course. I have been to Germany. I have been to Poland. I have also been to, it's actually in Norway, but yeah, I've also been on Svalbard, a small island in the Northern Sea. That's kind of a combined island with a lot of countries, so yeah, that's one thing. Which I also got the opportunity to see polar bears, which was fun. But yeah, that's that. Do I have a favorite movie? I would say if there's one movie that I could go back to watching like over and over again without getting tired, I would say it's the John Wick series. It's really fun. It's absolutely among my favorite movies. Another question is, do you do D&D or do you play D&D? Yeah, I recently, like this year, started doing or playing D&D. My OC is a druid sage called Genevieve Flores. She's just a small bean, really. Small little bean, and she also have a pet owl, don't judge, which is the most sassiest little thing that you would ever encounter. I swear sometimes I just wanted to make her into chicken nuggets, but yeah. So yeah, I'm playing D&D. I'm still learning though. I am still developing myself within D&D, and I can't thank the DM and the other players enough for their support, really. So I think that's all of the questions, really. So yeah, that was the questions. If you guys were to have any other questions that you want to ask me, feel free to type them down in the comment section and I'll answer them as good as possible. And then it was the announcement. I'm not sure how to say this even, but I am not going to stop making audios. It's not that. I have made some decisions in life that will make it difficult for me to upload as frequent as I have, because I have been uploading at least one audio a week, depending if something have happened or not. But I am going to reduce the amount of audios that I upload from every week to, I'm not completely sure, every other week. It really depends. The reason for this is basically because I have a lot of things happening at my normal work. If this was something that I could live off, by all means, that would be fun. But there's just it has just been a lot happening at my work lately, and it's going to take a lot more time for me to deal with. And I have also made a decision on a bigger project that I want to start with. I have collected informations, researched everything that I can, so I can start with this. The project is that I am going to start writing a book. Some people know this already, but I am going to start writing a book on a story that I have, and basically why I want to do this is because I want to challenge myself more, and I want to see if I can be good enough to write a book. I have received a lot of positive feedbacks from people on my scripts for myself and for other people that I have written for. And I just want to try out something new, try something out of my comfort zone, which is... I'm not sure if you would call it a New Year's resolution or whatever, but yeah, I just want to challenge myself, really. And for me to be able to do that, I have to put off a lot of time for it, and it's going to affect the amount of audios that I upload on YouTube. I am not going to stop, by all means. That's not the thing. I just can't be as frequent to upload as I have in the past. So yeah, that's that. But I also do want to use the opportunity to develop myself or expand my knowledge when it comes to audio recordings, to script writing, things like that. I'm still going to write scripts for others if they want help from me. It's not anything other than that. I would say that covers the whole announcement, really. I am going to reduce the amount of audios. I am going to start on a bigger project. Yeah. It's with a sour taste in my mouth, really, for saying this, but I just know for a fact that I don't have the opportunity to continue writing scripts and upload audios every week, and also working on this project. It's going to drain me, so I just have to prioritize, really. But I'm still going to make audios, I'm still going to have a lot of fun with it, and I do still hope that you guys want to stick around for it. Yeah, I think that's about it. Thank you guys again for listening, and I hope that all of you are having a lovely Saturday and a lovely weekend. I'll see you around all of a sudden. Who knows? Next week? Who knows? So, have a lovely day. Day, night, evening, what it may be. Love you guys. Take care, okay?